Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada. And today, things get real. Today is when the real tournament starts. It is the quarterfinals for the 2020 Summer Olympics. Quarterfinals, which Team Canada did easily qualify for. However, in our last game in the group stage, we got a bit of a reality check, losing to Italy 3-0. Sort of a sobering performance there. Now, we didn't play our best team, but still, losing 3-0 might give us some pause. But we got to wipe that away. We got to, start fresh with this next round. And here is the next round, the quarterfinals. We get the Ivory Coast under 23s. It's going to be an outstanding matchup. There have already been a couple of results. Italy have advanced past Argentina 1-0, and Germany has defeated USA 3-0. Unfortunate result there for USA. Germany, I don't know why they have no players. I've heard there's a bug with German national teams. I thought it was with the senior team. I guess it's at all levels. But unfortunately, the German leagues are loaded, so I don't know what the deal is here. It's just unfortunate, but you know what? Their scrubs, I guess, are still pretty good because they beat USA 3-0, and they move on to the semifinals, and they will be our next opponent should we get past Ivory Coast. So let's take a look at said Ivory Coast. We don't have a great idea of how good they are, but we know that they're a physical team, I suppose. When you look, they've got 2 suspended players, 3 yellow cards. So they've got some issues going on here. They're going to have to make some substitutions. Biggest news, perhaps, Eric Bailey suspended. 26-year-old central defender contracted to Man United, and this guy is a beast. So I'm actually incredibly happy that we're not going to be playing against Eric Bailey. Some of their other players they've got here. Wilfried Zaha, contracted to Man City on the left wing. He's got a yellow card. He's very fast. Excellent dribbling, excellent flair. He's a very good player. What are you going to do? Other than that, looks like maybe Frank Kessie, 23-year-old, contracted to Milan. Oof, yeah, this guy's really good too. That's scary good right there. I mentioned some other players are not so scary. This guy's pretty scary. I don't like him in the midfield. We're going to have some problems dealing with him in the midfield. We've got decent midfielders, but not that guy. Kwasi Abui, playing for Celtic. Another midfielder, another very strong player, another very good. Tackling, passing. He's pretty good. So this is a very tough Ivory Coast team. We're going to have to do everything we can to get past them. Let's get to the match preview. Not MLS. We don't care about MLS match preview. We care about Ivory Coast versus Team Canada. They are the odds-on favorites. They've got 2 suspensions. We've got no suspensions. Biggest strength is eccentricity. So that's an interesting change for normally it's like goalkeeping and weird stuff. Head coach Constant Jakpa. What I would call a great coach. He's got 11 working with youngsters. 15 adaptability. He is not great. He's a former player. He just retired in 2018, so he spent 2019 off, and now he's coaching the under-23. So Ivory Coast giving a pathway to their players. Say, hey, look, you were a player. Now you're a coach. Get in there, young fella, 33 years old. Get in there and coach him up. And I guess you can say he's done a good job. He got them to the quarterfinals. So we shall see. We're playing in Yokohama Stadium. 44,000 tickets sold out of 72,000 capacity. So it's going to be a bit of a half-full crowd, but it is a gigantic stadium. 68 degrees, calm, partly sunny. The referee has not reffed a game in his entire life, so that's no good. But we'll see how he does. Hopefully he gives them a lot more yellow cards because, you know, they might deserve it. All right. Team selection on the bench. Well. You know, we got some issues. We got some issues here in terms of fatigue, especially at the wings and other places. So we're going to have to be, I don't know, careful at how we do things here. Midfield-wise, you know, the question I'm struggling with here is Norman or Okello in the midfield. You know, I think we'll go back with Norman. Okello did play well, but did he play that well? I don't know. We'll keep Frazier in the midfield. Yeah, we'll keep Frazier in the midfield. He's played pretty well. I mean, we could play both. No. We'll definitely keep Frazier in the midfield. So we got St. Clair, Ahmed, Romeo, Okello, Shom, Brim, and Chonier on the bench. So let's submit that team and go. Get to the starting lineups. We're not going to mess around. We're going to get straight to it. Interesting. Ivory Coast going with a 4-4-1-1 to sort of make up for some of their players they've got to substitute in for. So the captain, Kessie, taking the armband. He's got a goal, 3 appearances, played well. Looks like they've got a regen here on the left-hand side. He's got an assist, 7.03 rating. Hasunoe, 2 appearances, not played so well. I mean, these names are going to kill me as well. Gue? I have no idea how to pronounce Ivory Coast names. Perhaps with French? I don't know. I have no idea. Kipri, perhaps. Noel Kipri has not played, so he's going to get a run out. 3 appearances off the bench for Traore. Sure. Bue, we looked at him, 6.9. So their midfield has not played particularly well, except for Zaha. 3 appearances, 3 goals, 7.7 rating. Very good. Tumbia, 6.63 rating. No goals, no nothing. 1 assist for Bayou up top 7. He's played well, but he hasn't produced well. So, meanwhile, we're going with our starting lineup as best we can. Borjan in goal. Cabra, Cornelius, Jaguar, and Guillard in defense. Norman, Frazier, you saw that in the midfield. David's going to take the left wing today. Osario in the middle, Balou on the right, and Hundle up top. For as long as he can go, we'll put him up top. So let's go. Dressing room. You know, I think the game against Italy is the first game he hasn't scored in as an international player. I might be wrong about that, but you know, maybe there's some friendlies he didn't score in. But let's give a good performance, I guess. Yeah, Hundle shut out for the first time in a long time. All right, so looks like we're pretty much set up properly against these fellas. So let's go. Let's go. Looks like a decent crowd. I mean, look at that stadium. It's gigantic. Sort of a mix of crowd. They're not all on one side or the other. We got some reds and whites and grays. All sorts of different colored t-shirts in there. We are, of course, in the red. And Ivory Coast is in, what would you call that? Carolina blue? That's what I would call it. It's probably not Carolina blue, but it's what it most reminds me of. Powder blue? Sure. All right. What sort of highlights are we on here? Okay, we are on extended highlights. We just haven't gotten any yet. 9 minutes in, not a lot happening. No shots. We got 2 shots all of a sudden, none on goal. We should encourage our players to try a shorter passing play. Okay, here's Osario. His shot's deflected off the wall, but he gets his rebound right back, sends it out to David. David out wide to Jaguar. Pass back to Cornelius. Do not turn it over here, boys. This could be disastrous. Gets it to Cabra. Cabra sends it in, and nothing apparently happens. Here we go. Bro. Brogier gets it out to Frazier in the midfield. He gets it forward. Hundle behind the defense. He gets one on target. Keeper forced to make a save there, and we're going to get a corner out of it. First opportunity. Asario. Near side sends it in. Back post. We lose the header. And the highlight ends right there. So Ivory Coast playing things very close to the vest right now. They've got no shots. They've got 40% possession. So we're taking shots, but they're all from long range, so we'll try to work the ball in the box. Try to get it to Hundle. I think, no, that's not what I wanted. Get out, get out, get out, get out. I think what I also wanted is Jonathan David on attack. Yeah. Here's a free kick for Ivory Coast. Kipri sends it in. Borgen with the stop. Bro clears it. Oof. That would have been horrific if they got a goal on their first and only shot. Kipri drops it back. Borgen makes another save. I mean, that was through traffic, but it looks like they had some offside players. Still, that's dangerous. Looks to be Ivory Coast's game right now. They're just going to sit back and wait. They're going to be patient. They got some tired boys. They got some suspended boys. They're trying not to get yellow cards, probably. Because, I mean, they could literally have half their team suspended if they get enough yellow cards. They got like 3 or 4 guys with yellows right now. Not to, on top of the 2 guys with red cards. David is booked. All right, we definitely want him to ease off. We cannot afford to lose David. We can't afford to take him out, honestly. Hundle is tired. Yeah, we're going to have issues coming up real soon. In our attack. We need a goal. Asario loops one over. I might take a set-piece goal of some sort. I think that could win this game currently. I mean, both of these teams, we're on the attack, but just not able to break through their defense. And they're playing things very cautiously. They're very sort of worn out defensively. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. So far, not so much. Tabla not playing too well. Everybody else sort of playing average. Norman and Asario a little below average. We got to figure out something at halftime here. Maybe send David inside, send Cabra on the attack. That could be something. So let's get to our tactics here. Player? No, what is this? Get out of here. I want to do substitutions. Field analysis. Oh, it's right here. Okay, the pressure's getting to me. The pressure is getting to me. All right. Inside forward on attack for David. And then we're going to send Cabra on the attack from the wingback position. So that should be interesting. And then we're going to give them a dressing down in the dressing room, I think. Let's be passionate. Get back out there and grab the 1 win. There we go. 1 goal for us to win. Cabra like that. And Hundle like that. All right. Good guys. Let's go. Second half. All important second half. There's some sort of musical number going on in the background of the Women's World Cup. I'm not sure I approve of that, but good thing we're not listening to it. All right, here we go. 46 minutes. Could be first goal wins this game. That's a possibility. They're playing strong defensively. They do have 52% of the possession, though, even though we're the ones on the attack. Here we go. Corner kick, far side. Kipri sends it in. Oh, there's a foul from Norman. They're going to get a penalty out of it. Kessie's going to take it. Borgen, it's up to you, buddy. It's up to you. He saves it. He kicked it right at him. Wow, what a save. What a save. All right. There we go. Kipri again. Free kick. Oh, just wide. Borgen, extreme confidence, didn't even move. Stayed rooted to his spot and said, nah, it's wide. It's wide. I don't even got to move. Okay. Baloo not playing well. Norman gave up that penalty, but he is composed currently. We're motivated. Coming up on the 60-minute mark. Our attack just needs to get better. Let's encourage. Okay, they're fired up by the encouragement. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. But we need some performance out of you. We can't just have you be, feeling happy about yourselves. If it goes into extra time, we may have the advantage because they're so tired. Look at all those yellow cards they've got. 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow cards already. 69 minutes. Here we go. Corner. Jonathan Osorio to take it. He sends it in. Cornelius. Yes! Cornelius with the header sneaks it in. Perfect header, top corner. And then Soko, the keeper, almost stopped it. Cornelius, great header. And Soko just couldn't quite get to it. He did get his fingertips on it, but there we go. All right, team instructions. No. That's not what we wanted. Let's go balanced. Let's dial back Cabra. Send him back on support. Jonathan Osorio will send him back wide on support. All right, boys. Can we preserve the win? Baloo tired. David, Hundle, all tired. Clock is rolling. That's good. Guillard's got a yellow on the right-hand side. There's not much we can do about that. Defense is playing very well. Frazier's a little tired. We're going to make our first sub, I think. I don't know. He's playing well. I thought about bringing in Okello because he's a bit more of a defensive player. Yeah, he's good enough. 14 pace. How fast is Okello? 15 pace. He's fine. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to move Norman to central mid. Bring in Okello at defensive mid. A little bit more of a defensive player in the midfield. Let's see. 80 minutes. Kello and Norman. Here we go. Throw in. Broguillard gets it to Osorio. No, he does not get it to Osorio. This is what I wanted to avoid. Ivory Coast. Oh, there's a steal from Baloo. Hundle. Looking. Oh, he drops it back. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's not get aggravated here. There we go. Norman. Okello in the match for the first time. Gets it forward to David. David looking to Osorio. Osorio's got a little bit of space. Here comes Ivory Coast on the counterattack. Bayo through the defense. Bayo around two defenders. And he fires it over. Woof. Okay. Pause. Pause. Tactics. Out of possession. Let us drop backwards. I think other than that, we're okay. Other than that, we're okay. Confirm the changes and play. Just going to drop back a little bit so that doesn't get hurt. So that doesn't happen again, I should say. Here we go. Free kick, Baloo. 86 minutes. Oh, he drops it back to Cabra. Interesting play. Cabra's going to slow it down a little bit. Gets it to Norman. Back out wide to Baloo. Excellent pass. Baloo looking. He chips it in. It's headed out. Norman with it. Norman fires and he scores. Yes. I knew I didn't want to take him out. I knew he had something in him. We're going on. We're going to the semifinals. Again, a set piece. I knew they would be important this game with, the way it was shaking out. Look at Norman. Just rockets one-timer. Off the crossbar and in. Let's go, Team Canada. Here's Ivory Coast trying to get one back. Kipri. It's wide. You could say set pieces have been the difference, I guess. Theirs have been a little bit poor. They had that one. They had a missed penalty. Not so good. 90 minutes, 4 to go. Baloo is falling apart out there, but we're gonna let him hang, I suppose. We don't really have a ton of options at the wings. Kipri. Good defense there. It's blocked. Another defensive play. Canadian defense hanging strong. They send one back post. Cabra can't win the header, but Borjan is there. 2 minutes to go in stoppage time. Let's go. A minute, 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Jaguar heads one out. Cabra on the defense. Cabra wins it. He's going to chase it down. This should be it. Team Canada advances past the Ivory Coast. Outstanding game. Man, that was an even game. Look at that. 13 shots to 12. 5 on target for 3. 3 shots on target, 2 goals. Outstanding, boys. A lot of fouls, 18 to 16. We're used to that rough play. Ivory Coast isn't going to push us around. We come through CONCACAF, and they like to beat up on each other, so we're pretty good. They did end up with 5 more yellow cards, so even if they moved on, I can't imagine. They'd have probably 3 more guys suspended. They did end up with the most possession, but you know what? Yeah, we won where it counted. We got those 2 goals. Cornelius and Norman. Outstanding boys. Who got the player of the match? Storm and Norman got player of the match. 8.3 and a goal. He's up to 3 stars now. 4-star potential. He's basically our starting defensive midfielder at Vancouver. So he's going to continue to improve. Going to be a stalwart of this team going forward. Dressing room. Passionate. Very pleased. We're moving on. Next round. Unbelievable victory. Canada under 23s beat Ivory Coast to move on. South Korea beat Iran 3-1 to move on. So I believe the next round is set. Let me take a look here. That's not what I wanted, but we'll get there. We'll get there by hook or by crook. Here we go. Quarterfinals. There we go. So the matchups are set. Canada versus Germany in the next round. South Korea versus Italy in the other semifinal. Some tough matches. We know how good Italy is, so we'll see how they fare against South Korea. It's an interesting foursome. Could it be Canada versus South Korea in the finals? Could it be a rematch, Canada versus Italy? Could it be the European powerhouses, Italy versus Germany in the next round? We'll find out in the next episode. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.